have a successful personal chef business really without going to culinary school? And if you try, is it going to be a lot harder to do without culinary school? All right, I'm going to throw you one. Too long didn't watch. Yep. Are you passionate about cooking and starting your own personal chef business? I am going to talk today about how you can build a personal chef business without going to culinary school. Hey there, aspiring chefs, culinary enthusiasts, passionate home cooks. Chef Shelley here. I've been a successful personal chef with a business for over 15 years. And when I'm not cooking for my own clients, I'm here helping you start your own cooking business so that you can get paid to do what you love on your own terms. So let's get into it because you know me, I'm going to shoot you straight. On one hand, you absolutely don't have to go to culinary school to get paid to cook. On the other hand, is it going to make it harder to be successful with a personal chef business if you don't go to culinary school? So let's talk about it and get into those pros and cons. If you want to work at a restaurant, culinary school teaches you about restaurant kitchens, how they run, kitchen management, inventory, costing. They can get you intern opportunities in restaurant, and they will even help you with job placement when you're finished. Now, if you want to have your own cooking business that's not a restaurant, culinary school isn't the best place to learn how to do that. Okay. Learning to cook, check. Learning restaurant, how they work, all the details. Check. Learning entrepreneurship. Some programs just now are starting to offer maybe one class on culinary entrepreneurship. You just have to weigh what you get out of culinary school. And is that worth a couple years, tens of $1,000s of your time, maybe coming out with loans, right? It comes down to passionate foodies like you and I. Maybe the reason we really want to go to culinary school is number one, it sounds like so much fun. I love to cook. I love to be in an environment where everyone's focused on learning from people who really know their stuff, hanging out with other foodies, cooking all the time, getting better at cooking, learning new stuff, making amazing food, all those things. But number two, sometimes when we think about starting our own cooking business, when we are not dreaming about having a restaurant or a huge catering company out of a commercial kitchen, we're just thinking about doing our own cooking business, something we could do on our own terms without the overhead, without a commercial kitchen, without inventory and staffing and all that stuff, like a personal chef business. We feel like we need to have that piece of paper from a culinary school to prove something, to prove that we are a good cook, to prove that to other people, to prove it to ourselves, maybe. At the end of the day, if that's the reason that you want to go to culinary school and you want to have a personal chef business, your own small cooking business, this is really just a mindset issue that's getting in your way. Do you love to cook? Are you a good cook? Do you think your food is delicious? Do other people think your food is delicious? You have that evidence. Did you know also, here's a little side note, Gordon Ramsay, have you heard of him? Probably. Thomas Keller, maybe. They didn't even go to culinary school. And they have a huge restaurant and Gordon Ramsay, a million other things, empires, right? I think they're doing okay without going to culinary school. Again, they don't even just have a small business getting cooking to pay it on their own terms. They were successful in the restaurant industry and then with Gordon Ramsay, this huge, gigantic empire, right? So listen, I'm not being just half baked here. If you want to, I'm going to call it like it is. There are absolutely 100% reasons to go to culinary school. If you do want to be a chef at a very high end restaurant, culinary school is an easier, faster path than just trying to work your way up from the bottom. Especially if you want to work in a high end restaurant that's extremely competitive, you will probably need culinary school just to even level the playing field with other people who are dying to work there too. But if you do want to have just your own small personal chef cooking business and you don't want to go to culinary school, what can you do to make it as easy as possible? Well, step one, if you want to be a self taught chef, then get to self taught and get to self studying. Start by immersing yourself in gaining culinary knowledge. Explore cookbooks, online courses, classes. Find someone to learn from. Everything else, learn the essential techniques, learn the recipes. If those aren't your style and you're never going to use them, just work on growing your recipe collection of your specialty and mastering those recipes and putting them down into a digital recipe collection, not keeping them in your head. I have 100 other videos yelling about that. So learn food safety and learn nutrition basics if that's part of what you want to do. These are all things you don't need to go to culinary school to get, right? To be a accomplished self-taught chef. Step number 2 is cook, cook, cook. Nothing is going to improve your cooking and your confidence like cooking all the time. And I'm sorry, I'm not talking about throwing dinner together every night. That does not count. That is not how Gordon Ramsay and Thomas Keller became badasses. You need to go at it just like you would for a client professionally. If you're talking about doing meal prep services, that means practicing personal chef services on yourself, on your friends, on your family, getting a system for it, getting your recipes that are awesome for it, all the things. If you're talking about doing for dinner parties and things, you need to be doing those. You need to be practicing them. You need to be throwing them for your friends or whatever to get that practice done, to get that confidence. And that will give you confidence again, going back to the culinary school thing and what it's actually going to get you. If it's confidence you need, this is how you do it. Again, if you're wanting to cater small dinner parties, you should be developing menus too. Back to meal prep services, you should be doing them for yourself. You should be doing them for your family until you're confident about it. And if meal prep services is something that you really want to focus on and you want to get paid to do it, there's a free guide down below. There's a link for it. You can get it free. It's how to do meal prep for paying clients. There's nothing better that's going to walk you through exactly how to do it. Choosing the recipes, what to look for, making the lists, doing the cooking, doing the shopping, doing the packaging, all of it. I walk you through it step by step. At the end of the day, if you know that you're not going to go to culinary school, but this small fact is stopping you from moving forward with your own cooking business, then you know it is just a mindset issue with confidence that needs to be tackled straight on. Working on learning and improving your cooking skills, practicing so that you get client, getting feedback from other people as evidence against your imposter syndrome. These are things that are going to help your brain with this new line of thinking. It will help you be successful with your own cooking business without having culinary school to lean on. Because guess what? There are people that come out of culinary school fucking too. It is no guarantee that it's going to make someone a prodigy. If you're passionate about cooking and sharing that with other people, if you're dedicated to continuous learning, you can absolutely build a successful personal chef business without formal culinary school. The clients are out there, they're hungry for what you're cooking. Get my free guide and get your practice going and get your confidence there.